You listen to the Showmen podcast with Michael McHugh and Jimmy Grillo.
Honey.
Yes, that'll be one of one of the many topics we talk about today. And so, what do you want to start off with, Michael?
I really want to talk about Kanye West's new music video, Bound 2, featuring Kim Kardashian.
All right,
who he had a child with. Kanye has had a child with Kim Kardashian.
Okay,
they named it Northwest.
They did.
Do you think they hate that kid?
I think they were just so stupid that somehow their brains came together and created the ultimate stupidity. Like, why didn't they name it South? You know what?
They're both millionaires.
And by the way, that's Matt Pierce, our producer. He will be quiet until we talk to him.
We'll chime you in.
Okay?
That's gonna make me cry.
Honey.
You're stealing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That can't be used. That's from the song.
Yeah. It's copyrighted.
Yeah,
what if that's a copyrighted quote?
You guys can't play it.
Okay. So, I took some notes.
Yeah, but we have legal issues.
I think your legal issues need to go to sleep. On that futon over there. By the way, we're in a basement. You may think this is a fancy studio, I know, but it's not.
Why the fuck are you insulting my house?
I said it's a basement.
But it's not a fancy studio? You're such an asshole.
This isn't a studio!
I tried for you.
Okay.
But
there's a table. There are 4 chairs. There's 3 people.
There's 2 tables,
and there's a coffee. There's a coffee table.
It's nice.
But how many tables?
Alright, before we start anything, we gotta figure out the number of tables in here. And what, you know what, I think yeah, does a coffee table count as a table? It may be called a table.
It has table in its name!
I know, but you gotta think about it. Is a nightstand a table?
Yes.
It's a small table.
No, it's not a table.
It's a small table.
I mean, you can eat at a table.
You could.
But you can't eat
you can
at
eat
a
at that.
nightstand.
I will prove you wrong.
I'm adding this to our list of things to talk about. Talking about tables.
Yes, I would love to talk about
talk.
tables.
That should be your podcast.
What defines
a
table?
No, because we're not going to talk about tables every podcast. Are you crazy? This is why I'm questioning you as the producer of the show.
I'm not.
I'm questioning
him. He's a good guy.
That's Matthew Pierce, by the way.
I vote we change the name to Table Talk.
I vote no. I already said welcome.
You don't get a vote because I'm the producer.
I already said the Showman podcast. So you know what?
A table is a piece of furniture with a flat top and one or more legs.
There we go.
Providing a level surface on which objects may be placed, and that can be used for such purposes as eating, writing, working, or playing games. Synonyms: stand, dining table, kitchen table, coffee table, semicolon, more.
Okay, well there we go.
Well,
coffee
could the
table?
top of the mini fridge count as a table?
But it doesn't have legs.
What about the chair?
Wait, it does have those little
you
tiny
gotta
things.
have the difference.
But it's
between
not
the table
flat.
and the chair.
It's not flat.
That chair's flat.
The chair is flat.
No, it's got to be
you have the
completely
bowl
flat.
on it.
It's got to be completely flat.
Well, it doesn't.
Because you can't eat on every all the surface area of that. You gotta.
What about that bar stool over there?
Yes.
That counts as a table.
We could
How
count
many tables
if we wanted to.
And now we're moving to our new subject.
I wasn't done talking about the tables.
Kanye West Bound 2. Kim Kardashian and him riding seductively through the desert.
One question.
With a beautiful green screen background.
Yes.
That really turned me on.
Now, I think that's going a little too far. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's, we took some notes.
Let's change this to a higher note.
Do you guys want to keep this PG rated, please?
No.
I mean, come on.
No.
Are we actually?
No.
I think so.
No.
You know, we're aiming for a child audience.
No, we are not.
Okay, okay, guys, let's change the subject to a higher note. Nelson Mandela died. It's not a bad thing that he died. He lived 95 years.
I mean, that's what you think about. If you think about a lot of like famous people,
you know he had AIDS?
You think maybe like no, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Did he actually?
Did he
Yeah,
actually?
he did.
No, he fought for AIDS. Like.
No, now that's coming out that he died. People think he had AIDS.
Oh, people think.
Because he.
I don't trust your people.
He was like the president of South Africa or something.
Yes, it wasn't or something.
Well,
that's what he was.
I don't know. And in South Africa is supposedly the place in the
He
world
did
where the most
not.
people have AIDS.
He fought for like AIDS, like rights and stuff for like that, like to help
AIDS
people.
rights?
No, people.
No.
There is AIDS rights because some people want to like.
I don't know. Some people think he had AIDS.
No, his son died of AIDS.
That's why he fought for like AIDS research.
So
And
he did not
rights.
die. He died at 54. His name was Megatho Mandela.
All right, well, let's talk about the
Played by
Now,
real.
both
hold on.
Morgan
Now,
Freeman
now,
and
let me
Idris Elba.
let me talk about Morgan, or not Morgan Freeman.
Well, Morgan Freeman played.
He did
Nelson
in
Mandela
Invictus. But that all these people talking about Nelson Mandela and his death and like mourning it. I don't think we should be mourning it. It was 95 years of life.
If you look,
You wanna
the people in
celebrate
South
that? I
Africa,
mean, like,
No, people are
people in
celebrating
South Africa are
Why are
celebrating
people
it.
celebrating?
because
Because he
like,
lived a long life, and he was. I mean, he was such an influential person, and I mean, they knew he was gonna die for a while. He had been sick for a long time, so when he died, it was just they were celebrating his life. That's what usually
Yeah.
people try to do. Like, for example, like on my grandpa's like card at his funeral, like the whatever the brochure
Hey.
thing, whatever they give,
Hey.
it says a celebration of
Hey.
life.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
this is a podcast. Please don't bring your baggage.
It's personal matters.
This is personal.
I know.
matters.
can
I was saying that on that it said a celebration of
You're
life.
really bringing me
You
down.
can let him mourn. I mean, this was a
Fucking
close person.
co-workers, and you hit me. I'm gonna have to
Well,
talk
I'm your
to
guys'
HR.
boss.
HR is us. All right, so let's get to our topic. Like
Next
we've been
topic.
trying to. No, we didn't talk about. All right, talk about it enough. All right.
All right.
So all right. So our next topic is Paul Walker and his death.
I wasn't done. I wasn't done talking.
You said our next topic.
Yeah, but that was a
You
joke.
are so nasty. Tastes like
Good.
Fish.
I like
Like
him.
old fish.
They're talking about salt and vinegar chips.
That's
Oh.
not a current event.
Oh, that's nasty.
Good. Now you won't eat them.
I
So
have the salt and vinegar Pringles. Those are really good. but
These are the best.
These are gross.
These are the best.
There's too much vinegar.
It's weird that you say they taste like fish, because it's sea salt.
Oh yeah, maybe the sea salt has to do with
Maybe the sea salt,
the fish taste.
because
You-
fish probably has like
Okay.
sea salt on
That
it.
all
Some
these-
chefs do put sea salt.
all
on
these
it.
countries are
On
kind of
fish.
doing something cool. Like the Madison, was it the Madison Square Garden where the Knicks play?
Yes.
Yeah, they did a memorial during their game against, I believe, what game was it? Against Orlando. Against the Orlando Magic, they gave a shout out or a memorial to Nelson Mandela.
And you
What
know,
about Paul
this
Walker? I mean,
this is
he
my
died
thing.
too.
No, this is my thing with
Then,
that
um,
kind of thing.
Then
This
the
is my thing with that
Union
guy.
Jack flies at half staff at the British Parliament building for Mandela's death. And then the Empire State Building is with the African colors to honor Mandela, and so is the Eiffel Tower in France, doing the same thing.
I mean, that's
That-
nice. That's nice.
They're doing nice things by having these memorials, and I think it's great, but it's just sad.
I thought he died a long time ago.
He did not. He had been sick for a while.
Yeah, he was
Like,
like
to be completely
all
They
these.
thought he was gonna die a couple months ago.
Okay,
then
all
he
these
didn't.
people saying like
I didn't even know. He
no,
was
no,
still
like
alive.
all these people that are like, oh my god, like they can't believe that he died, but he like it was
He's
really that
he's
was it-
95.
Was
and
it
he's
really
been
that
sick
big
for-
of a shock?
No, it wasn't.
No.
People who actually knew about him did.
Not as big
But
as
you have all these idiots like
Mandela.
on Twitter, like 12-year-old
Yeah.
girls being like, "OMG, Nelson
just-
Mandela died."
Not just 12
I
year old
loved
girls.
his "I Have a Dream." Oh, that's something I want to talk about. Paris Hilton tweeted, "Oh my God, Nelson Mandela died. I loved his "I Have a Dream" speech."
I don't believe it.
I don't either.
Look
I'm
up the-
looking it
look
up.
up the
Either-
tweet.
It was either a hack or a joke.
No.
I don't believe she's that.
She's
dumb.
claimed it was a hack, but people told her that was wrong.
I don't believe that's real.
Look it up. I saw.
Okay, that is actually she denies it, but
She denies
it was
She
posted.
totally said it. She totally said it. She's such an idiot.
Wow, you have a lot of hate built up.
No,
in
she's just an idiot.
Paris Hilton is an attractive woman.
She's famous for being
No, not even. She's got that face.
Yeah.
that face that's been surgerized.
What it says is that she wrote on Twitter, and the Twitter said, "Whoever
You
made
mean
that
the tweet?
the tweet,
The Twitter. The Twitter.
whatever that she said she retweeted saying or tweeted again. Whoever made that stupid fake tweet lacks respect to the loss the world is mourning right now.
No.
Same goes for all the blogs who ran with it, and that actually was from the Daily Star.
See, I do think she tweeted it because like that would be something you'd think Paris Hilton. Like if you would think Paris Hilton's reaction to Nelson Mandela's death,
No, okay.
I would think that.
Okay, listen to this. So she added afterwards on Twitter, "I'm so sick of people lying about me and using my name. Please get a life and stop talking about mine. It's beyond. That's all she It's beyond. And then hashtag you are, capital U are pathetic. Hashtag get your own life.
Get a life is probably the worst argument you can
It's not only the worst argument, but she just kind of, it's like, adds to just...
What constitutes a life?
I like how you just interrupt me.
Get a life because she fucked up with her...
She's an idiot. She's just an idiot.
And that people are responding to it, they should get a life.
Aren't you glad I mentioned that? Because I told you, she's an idiot. I mean, oh my god.
Emphasize on idiot from Jimmy.
Yes. So...
The exact tweet...
I know, I saw the exact tweet, but you didn't read it.
I haven't read it.
Your internet's slow!
Well, we are in the basement.
Yeah, Jimmy.
No, we're in a studio. Recording Michael.
You should get, like, some acoustic, like...
No, all we would have to do...
Rest in peace, Nelson Mandela. Your I Have a Dream speech was so inspiring. An amazing man. Heart.
Yeah, the heart made it. I'm like, yeah, that's her. That's definitely her.
Jimmy, you're a super sleuth.
Yeah, Jimmy can figure out everything.
That's me. That is me.
He's like a modern Sherlock Holmes.
Alright, so now...
Well, we're just going to move on with just leaving it at that it's kind of great that people are just rejoicing over his life and not kind of regretting his death, but rejoicing over his life. So that's always good to hear. Now next...
Thanks for that deep quote, Michael.
Thanks, Jimmy. I'm just browsing the internet, talking.
Alright, let's talk about Paul Walker's death. You know, the Fast and Furious star. It's kind of the only thing he's known for.
I've only seen Fast 5.
No. Oh, well, you need
I don't know why I've only seen the middle one.
He wasn't in 2.
Running Scared. That was good.
Prisoners, I think.
He was non-prisoners. He was in, like, Into the Deep.
Yeah, but, I mean, his famous thing was Fast and the Furious,
hey
the
guys,
series.
I'm looking him up.
He was in,
5
movies, because one of them he wasn't in. The Tokyo one.
Let's forget about Paul Walker, because I've seen this movie trailer, and this is far more important.
What?
Her.
I think that looks awful.
Are you
It was
serious?
Spike Jonze, and it was Joaquin Phoenix. And it's got that great cast and everything, but I'm watching the trailer.
It looks so good.
I can't help but think that it looks so dumb.
I can't see it being dumb. I think
It has a great director. It's got Joaquin Phoenix in it. He's an amazing actor, but the movie just looks weird. I don't want to watch it.
It looks disturbing, like unsettling.
I saw the trailer for it in the theater, and I could hear people behind me and people in front. People were like groaning once it was over, and they were talking about how it doesn't look good.
It looks.
Jimmy was there.
Yeah, I hated it. It looked terrible.
I thought it looked
really
Me,
good.
I remember Pierce turned to me and said that looks terrible.
I mean that I really like Spike Jonze too, but that I don't want to see it.
Alright.
There are a lot better movies coming out.
Let's actually talk about a real topic.
That
Paul
is a
Walker's
real
death.
topic.
Yeah, I heard it's a real topic.
That is.
You know what? Well, you interrupted our other topic. Paul Walker's death.
Oh yeah.
Fast and the Furious star, 5 movies,
This
5
podcast
movies,
jumps
and
around a lot.
I think what they did they not complete Fast and the Furious
They
7?
didn't finish the 7th, and the
But they-
6th one, it comes out on Blu-ray on Tuesday.
Mhm.
And what they're doing is with every purchase you buy of the movie, like 50 or 75%, something like that, goes to Paul Walker's charity.
That sounds like a lot. I bet it's like 15.
Well, it's something like that. I don't remember the exact number. And I hated the movie. I hated it, but I'm gonna buy it
Mhm.
in respect for Paul Walker.
Michael just Snapchatted.
Yeah, he's Snapchatting in the middle of our podcast about a dead man.
Yeah, like wow, like hey, talking about dead men.
Speaking of dead men, Paul Walker.
Yep.
His filmography. He was going to be in Brick Mansions.
He was in a movie that just came out called The Hours about Hurricane
Yeah.
Katrina.
Hours. He was.
People say it was really, really good.
His most famous for are the Fast and Furious movies. He was in
Running Scared.
Running Scared, 8 Below. I remember 8 Below actually.
What? Where was he in 8 Below?
That was the dog.
That was
Yeah,
the
the
Husky
He was the
movie.
main character.
Yeah, he was the guy that.
He was the guy with the dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a black guy.
No, you're thinking of Snow Dogs.
I thought he was a-
Junior.
No, that was a black guy.
No,
Oh!
Snow Dogs.
Oh yeah.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
I like how that. I was just like, I thought it was a black guy. I could have sworn.
Yeah, he was in 8 Below. He was
Wow.
the main character. The
I
most
never
amazing
saw that.
story of survival, friendship, an adventure ever told. I remember that. That was a good
Wait,
one.
I do.
wasn't the movie about like he got caught in the snow and the dogs needed to save him?
Speaking of snow dogs, I found it.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
I've never seen it, but it looks funny.
It's really good. It's really heartwarming and spiritual. It carries a really deep message.
That's sad, Paul Walker.
Yeah, he's a good actor. I like the first Fast and Furious movie.
The Fast and Furious 7 has been said that it was going to
It's going to continue production.
continue after Paul Walker's death. Vin Diesel and I don't remember the guy's name, Tyrese or something. Tyrese Gibson both visited the scene of the crash a few days after. Vin Diesel, I believe, gave a speech. I heard that he gave a speech over a police car, like the megaphone things.
Hey guys, want to talk about?
And there's a picture that will bring up that Matt will bring up that it's Tyrese Gibson, right? Tyrese Gibson crying at the scene of the crash.
I saw that.
There's a picture that was so sad when I saw it. It was taken like 5 minutes before he died.
Mm-hmm.
It's like him getting into the car.
Oh yeah, I saw that. And he's like, yeah.
And he's got this big smile on his face too.
But
he's just getting into the car, and like I'm looking at the picture.
Yeah, the picture of Tyrese Gibson at
with the flower.
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah, we'll bring that up if it's not already up, which it could be. But and then Paul Walker.
They said already that they're gonna delay Fast and Furious 7 because
actors
obviously don't even want to go like anywhere near it. Universal is all like.
It'll be hard for them to tape anything.
Yeah, they have to do some rewrites and everything. People online are coming up with all these crazy theories of what's gonna happen in the movies.
I heard they're still gonna use the tape. They're still gonna use him in the movie. They're gonna still use him in the movie.
That's a nice car too.
They're still gonna use his footage of the movie. I think they were almost done. It was just like a couple. I think maybe like retakes and stuff. So I think they're gonna run with it.
No, they had about 70% of the movie done already.
Yeah.
Like most of Paul Walker's scenes were done.
Yeah, so they're just gonna run with it. And, I mean,
was the
I think
other-
the real question is about the future
that
movies.
The movies can actually get good.
I thought the 6 was good. I heard that it was good.
Wow, that's kind of.
No, they can
bad.
run with a story in the movie about Paul Walker, and they can actually make the movie.
The guy was the guy driving. Paul Walker didn't even crash.
No, I know. It's
himself.
another
It was
guy.
the guy's name was Roger Rodaz.
Yes.
Rodaz.
All right, there's a lot of silence here, so let's move to our next topic.
Sad.
What
I mean,
should our
it was
next?
Sad. I mean, like he was a good guy.
Oh, you know what I
He
did want to
died
talk
at his
about?
own charity event.
That is
Even
sad.
that,
Luckily,
even
no
that
one
is
was
sad.
around to actually really see it. Like the people who he's because I think it was something to do
What's
with
the
kids.
charity even
It was
for?
something for kids.
It was.
Kids.
It's for kids.
Imagine if like that happened right around the kids. That would have been horrible.
That his charity is
I
for
think we should marathon the Fast and Furious movies.
No.
The good ones.
so none of them.
So 1 and 2 and 3.
I don't know. I didn't like the Tokyo one.
I like the first 3 because they had a lot of fun. It was stupid.
1 and 2 were the two, and then 3 was the Tokyo one, right?
Yeah, it was Tokyo.
And there's some like weird storyline, like timeline for the whole story.
Yeah, like 3 comes at that end.
3 comes at the end. Like 3 is basically where 3 just ended is like the start of 7.
No, 7, as soon as 7 ends, is all of 3. And then at the end credits scene in Fast and Furious 7 with Jason Statham.
I believe
that's
it is-
after
No,
Fast and
6
Furious
was the
3.
one with Statham.
Oh, yeah, 6.
So 7 is going to be the one where it goes after 3.
7 is it.
7 is after
And
3.
Yeah.
So what I'm looking at, I believe that he was it was a charity for children.
Yeah, I know.
And then the driver that
He was a professional driver.
he was
I
a
think.
professional driver. He was married with 2 young children.
Sad.
He was
Oh, yeah,
he was
yeah,
a close
yeah.
friend of Paul Walker and his financial advisor. The guy loved racing, maybe a bit too much, and he
That's not how they crashed.
that did they
The car was like malfunctioning.
did they
They don't know for sure.
No,
yet.
I-
They're still
I
testing.
I
They
believe-
were only going 45 miles.
No, but I
hours.
believe that they already came out and said that they did not die due to drag racing.
Oh, it wasn't
weren't
drag
racing.
racing.
No, that was what they were saying in the beginning though.
Well, that was
no, they said like his,
was
his
added-
driver friend needed to go around the corner to get something. Paul Walker's like, yeah, I'll come with you. It's only gonna be like 5 minutes.
The guy,
That's what he said.
his last words were something like, "I'll be back in 5 minutes." I'll look it up in a second. But the guy was also a philanthropist.
Philanthropist?
A philanthropist.
Philanthropist.
Tobias
Philanthropist.
Funke was also
Was an analrapist.
analrapist. He was an analrapist.
Quoting some good old
No, Charlie
Arrested Development.
from Always Sunny was
I just moved it farther away from Pierce. 'Cause
Paul
he's just making weird
Walker's
comments
last
right
words revealed.
What?
Paul Walker's last words were God.
now. God. That was it.
It was
God.
not
We're
God.
going too fast.
There's an advertisement.
God,
which
I'm
I,
going way too
which
fast.
I was.
God.
That's not funny. He died.
Yeah, Jimmy, you shouldn't be making jokes about that.
His last words were. Last words before death were. I can't.
Well, we don't know what he said when he was
No.
crashing, but like the last.
He probably was like, "Holy shit."
Last recorded words about that.
There's some like interesting.
He said. I saw it. Well, you guys keep talking. I'll find it.
Hey Pierce, do you want to talk about how Michael's a dumb boy?
It's not even cool.
We've been talking for 20 more minutes.
I know it's weird, isn't
Can
it?
you believe that?
I know. Time goes by fast. You want to talk
And I'm
about?
gonna have to edit this. I'm gonna have to find pictures for like everything we've talked about too.
And you're
Yeah,
not cutting out
that's
any
fine.
audio. Not cutting any audio.
I think we should have just recorded audio because I forgot how to put pictures in over the audio.
You did it. You did it for
Oh.
the.
Yeah, I
He
did
said,
it.
"I'm
Yeah,
going
I did
for-
it Chiquita Banana.
I'm going for a quick spin. I'll be back
No
in
one knows
5
what
minutes."
Chiquita banana is.
I'll leave a link.
That's what it was, guys.
Put a link in there.
I'll put a link
Put a link in there.
Guys,
Oh, we're gonna have to
he
make a
said-
show for this.
Quote, "I'm gonna go for a quick spin. I'll be back in 5 minutes."
Except he wasn't.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah,
And everyone's waiting for him to come back, and then they find out he crashed.
yeah. That's
Jimmy, that's not funny.
I'm
It's
not
not funny.
laughing. I'm not laughing.
Then,
what are you talking about?
You
I'm
had
not
a huge
laughing.
smile on your face.
So,
and
apparently-
You are
Wait,
lying.
okay. What we've a man or a boy, we don't know. Matthew knows more about this than us. That there was a person who stole
I don't know who
a
Matthew
piece of the
is.
car
Yeah,
crash,
a kid. took piece of
a
the
kid,
car.
and he was planning to sell it.
Yeah, some people
What an
were
idiot,
planning
like,
on
really.
selling it.
Like that's ridiculous.
Like some kid just came up and took
Like he thinks that's legal. Like, are you kidding me?
like the engine.
Hey, the body. Yeah, I got the body here. I'm selling this. Like, what the hell?
Sell Paul Walker's body on eBay.
$10. It's got some. Oh, I was gonna make a bad joke.
That's really offensive, Jimmy.
I was gonna make a bad joke, but I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna say it anyways.
No, don't.
Dead body. $10 only. It's got some minor fire damage.
I think this is gonna be the last time Jimmy is on.
I'm sorry. That was a bad joke.
Died.
I actually heard that joke somewhere else. That's why I said it.
When did Ray Charles die?
Like 2000. I think he died. The movie for Ray had already started. Like, it had already been started filming. Because, like, he helped.
He died on June 10th, 2004,
Yeah, see?
in Beverly Hills, California.
I love Ray Charles. I love his music. I love Jamie Foxx.
Wow, thank you, Matthew, once again.
And we're gonna be moving over to the sports section of this video.
We will talk about. If you don't know, we are from. Yes.
I don't know what to say about this.
We are from Chicago, Illinois. I mean, we're a
from
suburb.
Chicago.
We're in a suburb. I hate when people say
You'll
that.
know is the closest to knowing where we are is Chicago.
Yes, okay. We're in a suburb. People know what a suburb is.
The western suburbs of Chicago.
Yes. So, Chicago likes Derrick Rose. Now,
They used
not
to.
as much as now. Derrick Rose, injured, done for the season again.
But he has been keeping it open for the playoffs.
He's that was the worst thing he could have said, because it's gonna end up being the same thing as last year when he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll come back February," and then, "Oh, I'm waiting for God to tell me when I should
Looking
come
back
back."
on that, that
He's-
is ridiculous.
I know.
Like-
This is him. He's like, "Okay, yeah, I'm waiting until February," and then he's like, and then it was like a week, and it's like, "Oh,
Okay.
Derrick, why aren't you
Okay.
back yet?" He's like,
Hold
"I'm
on.
waiting so I can jump off my right leg," and then
I'm gonna give this a little background for people that may not follow the NBA. Derrick Rose, all-star point guard. Yes, he is a delicate flower. NBA All-Star, MVP of the league, 2010, around there.
2011.
2011, 2010.
No, 2010, 2011. You'd call it. because
Okay.
the season started 2010, 2009, 2000.
Okay. But, so, big year for the Bulls. Best record in the league. Home court advantage for the playoffs. Everything. Ends up...
They weren't gonna win. They weren't gonna win.
Okay, well, let's not get into this now. But,
They weren't.
they had a...
As long as LeBron
Can I
James...
finish my fucking sentence?
I thought we were
God.
making this PG.
God damn.
Don't drop any GDs in my house. Oh, I know.
First round of the playoffs. First game? Was it the first game?
It was not. I'm not sure.
Oh my god.
Well, first round of the playoffs.
No.
Tears his ACL. Tears his ACL in his right knee. And left
I
knee.
think it was a left. I'm
Left knee. Either way, tears
Either way,
his
both
ACL
knees
in
got
his leg.
injured.
Yeah,
And
poor
then
guy, really.
it says he will return next season. Doesn't return next season. The whole season. Says he may return for the playoffs. Doesn't. And then the Bulls are eliminated.
No.
from
The first
playoffs
thing was he was going to return in February
after the
and-
All-Star break.
after the All-Star break, and then I remember this so vividly. And then he's like, "All right, I'm not feeling good right now. I'm gonna wait till I can jump off my right leg." He did. Oh, so it was his right knee. I think that got injured first. And then he's like, I'm waiting for.
some dinner.
And then there was a couple other excuses. I'm waiting till I can really do good in practice. And then there was a video come out of him owning every single player on the Bulls. And then then his final excuse was, I'm waiting for God to give me a sign that I should play.
I don't
That's
remember
how-
him saying God. I
He did,
remember
he
that
did
he was
say it.
saying that I'm waiting to feel confident again.
No, he
And
did
my,
say it. He did say it.
I had
Look up the
I had a
quote.
friend who was talking to Jeremy Reinsdorf. Or Jonathan. Jonathan Reinsdorf. He was talking to
Your father.
Yes, my father was talking to Jonathan Reinsdorf, and apparently even the owners of the Bulls, like the family that owns the Bulls,
They were
didn't-
wondering why the hell
No,
is he not back.
They understood.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
From other sources that I have heard, multiple, saying that ownership and the front office said, "Why the hell is he not back? What is he doing?"
From what I heard, that
Because it was their doctors who said, yes, he needs to come back now so he can get acclimated to the NBA again, and he didn't. That is probably a major cause of this second injury, which now he's out for the rest of this season.
where he tore his meniscus, as
Yeah.
those who don't know, tore his meniscus in his knee because his knees are garbage.
Yes, well, I wouldn't say they're garbage. It's just the fact the game he plays.
He plays
It's
the
not-
aggressive.
It's not
driving
conducive to knees. Him constantly trying to jump over three guys at once is not good for his
lane.
knees.
One thing that I don't like is he keeps vowing that injuries won't change him, even though
I'm s-
obviously in
they
the past
were.
year they definitely have.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't doing good to the point he got injured. And the thing is, the big problem is, what's going to happen to the Bulls? They're screwed.
They're gonna have to start over.
They need it's a total rebuild. That's it's sad, but it's also you gotta start looking to the future. You can't dwell and say, "Oh, maybe we can beat the Heat." I know you won a couple days ago, but that was a fluke. I mean, you're not gonna beat. They're never.
You know
They're
what?
not gonna win a championship as
I
long as
don't.
the
I don't think that they're gonna be bad. I don't think they're gonna be fantastic as they were in the 2010-2011. Yeah, that year. That was a great season for the Bulls. Really, really thought that they could have pulled it out.
Yeah, that's all passed, and they didn't do it.
They didn't
So
do
let's
it.
go on to our next topic.
All we gotta say is Derrick Rose is being a wussy.
No, I mean he's injured. There's no doubt. in that.
Wussy.
Okay.
Honey.
All right, Pierce. If you want to join back, we're done with sports talk.
Just 1 second.
He's coming.
Okay,
So we're gonna be wrapping up in about.
Michael,
A
I'm
minute.
eating these. I don't care.
You owe me money then. He's eating my chicken.
Hey, you said I'll let you eat some. What the hell is this?
It's a pepper.
No, there was a bottle cap in here.
Wow.
The hell?
Lindsay Dominic's. But okay.
It was you.
We're gonna wrap this up. Thanks for listening to the first episode of whatever we call this.
The Showmen podcast. It's almost half an hour. Thank you for listening. My name is Jimmy Grillo.
Honey.
That was Michael McHugh. Good night, and have a safe trip home.